The topic is redox reaction. You know, in a redox reaction, the two processes are complete: oxidation and reduction. In a Daniell cell, the zinc is oxidized for loses 2 electrons and copper is gained 2 electrons, so they are reduced. So, redox reaction, which involve both oxidation and reduction process, reduces an ion which loses electron. In the case of Daniell cell, zinc is reducing agent because they lose 2 electrons. Oxidizing agent which gains electron. In Daniell cell case, copper is gained, so they consider as the oxidizing agent. The student, the conductors are the substance which allow or pass electric current. So there are two types of the conductor. First one is a metallic or electronic conductors, and second one known as electrolysis or electrolytic conductors. So first we discuss about the metallic or electronic, which allow or pass electricity without any chemical change. Example, copper, silver, etc. The reason is due to flow of electrons, they pass by electric current, so they consider as a metallic or electronic conductor. Students, second one type, which is known as metal, which allow or pass electricity in form of molten state or their aqueous solution. Means they are solid solution, they are not current conduct, so they in a aqueous or the molten state they conduct the electricity. For example, sodium chloride, in a solid state they are not comfortable to flow the electric current, but in a molten state they conduct the electricity. So in electrolytic and electrolytes, the electric current is carried by ions. Student, a category which is known as non-electrolyte, the substance which do not conduct electricity in molten state or aqueous solution, they consider as a non-electrolyte. For example, sugar, glucose, ethanol, urea, they consider as a non-electrolyte. So student, if we differentiate between a metallic conduction and electrolytic conduction, in a metallic conduction it is carried by movement of electron, but in electrolytic conduction it is carried by movement of ions. Metallic conduction, no change in chemical behavior, means the chemical composition is fixed, but in electrolytic conduction it is result of chemical reaction, means something is changed. Student, third differentiate is decreasing with increasing temperature, means metallic conduction, if we increase the temperature, so conduction is decreased, but in a case of electrolytic conduction, increase with increase in temperature, means favor the temperature. If we increase the temperature, so electrolytic conduction is also increased. So student, the topic is classification of electrolytes. Student, there are two types of electrolyte. First one, the strong electrolyte, those which are completely dissociated into ions in solution. Example, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, hydrogen chloride, sodium hydroxide, ammonium nitrate. These are considered as a strong electrolyte because completely dissociate into ions in a solution. Student, the second condition is weak electrolyte, those which do not ionize completely in solution. Example, ethanoic acid, carbonic acid, boric acid, hydrogen cyanide, mercury chloride, zinc chloride, ammonium hydroxide, etc. In case of weak electrolyte, an equilibrium is established between ionized and unionized portion in solution. So degree of dissociation or ionization denoted it, means the fully not they are ionized, so they consider as a weak electrolyte because the equilibrium is formed. So student, behavior of electrolytes in water or other solvents. First one, interionic attraction, solute strong electron electrolyte also considered as a strong electrolyte. Second, solvation of ions, interaction between solute and solvent. If interaction are strong, the conductivity is low. And third factor is viscosity of the solvent. It depends upon solvent interaction, larger viscosity. So what are the factors affecting electrical conduction of electrolyte solution? First one, nature of electrolyte. It depends upon the number of ions. Greater number of ions dissociate means strong electrolyte. The second factor is nature of solvent. Electrolyte ionize more in polar solvent. Greater the polarity of solvent, larger in ionization and greater conductance. The third factor is, students, size of the ions produced and their solvation. If ions are strongly solvated, their effective size will increases. So conduction will decrease. Means small size of ions are produce larger conductivity. Fourth condition is concentration of the electrolytic solutions. Molar conductance of electrolytes increases with decrease in concentration or increase the dilution. Means if we dilute the electrolyte solution, they increase the conductance. For fifth factor is temperature. Due to interaction between temperature increases, conductivity increases. And temperature is a favorable factor of electrolyte condition. So electrolytic conduction, the power of the electrolytes to conduct electric current is termed conductance or conductivity. Like metallic conductors, electrolyte also obeys Ohm's law. It is V is equal to IR. So student, the first is resistance denoted by the letter R. It is measured by the obstruction of the flow of current denoted by Greek letter rho, and rho is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area. So R is equal to rho LA. So the unit of resistance is ohm or kilogram meter square or Simon cube divided by ampere square. So student, the second is unit is resistivity or specific resistance. R is equal to rho L upon A, L in 1 centimeter, R is equal to rho resistance. The resistance of a conductor means of 1 centimeter length and having area of cross section equal to 1 centimeter square. So 1 ohm meter is 100 ohm centimeter, 1 ohm centimeter is equal to 0.01 ohm meter. So resistivity is equal to R upon A upon L, ohm centimeter square divided by centimeter. So the unit is ohm centimeter of ohm meter. It's a derivation. Student, the third unit we use conductance denoted by the letter G. It is always be inversely proportional to the resistance. It is measure of ease with which current flows through a conductor. It is reciprocal of resistance. Unit reciprocal ohm per ohm or mho or Siemens. 1 Siemens is equal to 1 ohm per ohm. Fourth unit we use conductivity denoted by the Greek letter kappa. Kappa is equal to 1 upon resistivity. The conductance of a solution of 1 centimeter length and having 1 square centimeter as the area of cross section. Conductance of 1 centimeter cube of a solution of an electrolyte represented by letter kappa. Kappa is equal to 1 upon resistivity or 1 upon ohm per centimeter. The unit is per ohm per centimeter or 1 Siemens per meter or 10 to the power Siemens per centimeter. So student, the conductivity of various metallic and electrolyte semiconductor which are given in a table you have seen. The next point is molar conductivity or molar conductance. The conducting power of all ions produced by dissolving 1 mole of an electrolytic solution. It is denoted by lambda. You have seen lambda is equal to mole per liter or molarity. It's C. So molar conductance is equal to conductivity divided by concentration. Means lambda m is equal to K multiplied by 1000 divided by C. C is in molarity. So if we put all the values derivation, so the answer is Siemens per centimeter is the unit of molar current. Conductance G is equal to conductivity multiplied by the molar conductivity. Siemens centimeter square per mole is the solution SI unit of that. So student, the next topic is equilibrium conductivity. The conductivity power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 gram equivalent of an electrolyte in solution. It is expressed by the lambda unit per ohm centimeter square or gram equivalent, gram per equivalent. So student, the lambda is equal to K multiplied by 1000 divided by CEQ, equivalent, gram equivalent. So lambda is equal to K multiplied by 1000 divided by CEQ, and the unit is Siemens centimeter square or gram per equivalent. Student, in NCERT book question in text 3.7 is based on all the above formulas. Question is, why does the conductivity of a solution decrease with dilution? Because the answer is because number of ions per unit volume furnished. 3.7 question, define conductivity and molar conductivity for the solution of an electrolyte. Discuss their variation with concentration. So answer you see above side. 3.8 3.8 The conductivity of 0.20 molarity solution of KCl at 298 Kelvin is 0.0248 Simon per centimeter. Calculate its molar conductivity. So you know student, lambda m is equal to K multiplied by 1000 divided by C. We put the value 0.0248 multiplied by 1000 divided by concentration 0.20 molarity in a given numerical. So the answer is 124 Simon square meter per mole. Student, next question 3.9 The resistance of a conductivity will containing 0.001 molarity KCl solution at 298 Kelvin is 1500 ohm. What is the cell constant if conductivity of 0.001 molarity KCl solution at 298 Kelvin is 0.146 into 10 to the power minus 3 Simon per centimeter. So resistance is given 1500 ohm. Conductance G is equal to 1 upon R. So 1 upon 1500 Simon. The G asterisk is equal to K upon G. So we put the value 0.146 into 10 to the power minus 3. 0.146 into 10 to the power minus